Today, we're just going over the fundamentals of a good push-up. We want to make sure that we have our form right, that we're not cheating ourselves, and we're going to work on a few easier variations to build that strength, to do our very first one, and then hopefully from there, compile that to get a solid set of 10. All right, so to start off, all right, so for this first one, we're actually just going to need a simple wall. So if you've got one around the house, that is great. Basically what you just want to do is you want to put yourself on an angle like so, and you're just going to want to get into the motion of pushing yourself off of something. So I would actually probably stand closer to shoulder width apart, and then from here, probably keeping your wrists about maybe a little bit lower than where your shoulder height is, and then just pressing off. Like so. I stay off my heels here, and I feel like it's easier just to pivot off of. You want to then graduate to something where you can lower the incline. So I like to use something like, obviously something that's stable, but you can use something like a chair. But using something like this that you can get a steady hold of, and relatively keeping it controlled. It's not about how many you can just rep out as fast as possible. It's about controlling it and getting the right push motion to get that foundation set of what it feels like, because you're going to want to build the strength in your wrists, which is going to be important. You're going to want to build just the stabilization everywhere else, and your shoulders, your arms, to build that foundation for push-ups here. All right, so once we've graduated from the wall and from the chair or from a table or a desk or something that we can lower that incline, then we're going to go back to the floor and we're going to start doing kneeling push-ups. So from here, it'll be easier on your knees. I should grab my mat. Save the knees, right? From here, on your knees, and you just want to focus on, you don't want your butt high in the air, you want your back straight, and from here, the same thing. We want to control the same motion, hands about shoulder width apart, and then just getting into the motion of pressing yourself off the floor. You might feel like this is easy for you, then we will go to the next step. But if it's not, that's totally okay too. A lot of people have to just scale back to where they're starting from and just getting used to getting more reps of that in. You want to do these sets probably close to 2 or 3 times a week and doing probably close to 20 to 30 reps. Once you've done that and you feel comfortable with it, move on to the next progression, the regular style push-ups. The way I like to get into it is from when you're on your knees, lift yourself up, keeping your butt straight, your back straight. You don't want to have your butt up here. You want to have proper form. Your hands should be shoulder width apart, relatively, maybe a little bit more. And then from here, bringing yourself down to the floor and pressing up through. Now, this is going to be a lot harder than the kneeling push-ups. So even if you have to, I would suggest just getting into the habit of slowly lowering yourself down like this, and then going up on your knees and pressing yourself back up when you're on your knees. And from here, put your feet back down, drop yourself, go back on your knees, press yourself back up. After you've practiced that for a good couple sets for 20 reps, you can then get yourself into the strength of building the core principle of the push-up. And this is something that's going to take some time. I know a lot of people struggle. Don't beat yourself up. It is something that you do want to just slowly progress towards. And when you finally actually get a solid, good form push-up down, you should feel very proud of yourself. And from there, when you start doing batches of like 5 and 10, I mean, that's fantastic. So I think it's just being kind to yourself and knowing that it's going to take some time, and just to build that strength is how you kind of keep yourself motivated and encouraged. Again, just a few more pointers. We don't want to sag our butts down. You don't want to get limited range of motion, so you want to keep your back straight. You want to keep your butt down, roughly hands shoulder width apart, relatively underneath where your chest is. Here, you don't want to just throw them up like this. You want to, the slower you can control it, and the more you can stay focused on keeping everything tight with a good press up to push yourself through, That's what you want to aim for. And your elbows, you don't want to flare them out like this. And you don't also want to keep them right into your body. I would say close to about 45 degrees out is where you want them to be. And then just pressing up like so. So yeah, hopefully those were some pointers to help you get into the rhythm of practicing push-ups. These are something that are a good foundation to build a lot of body weight training off of. And if you're someone who wants to dive more into calisthenics, a lot of it builds off of just the core strength of keeping everything tight, building the strength in the shoulders and the arms and the chest. And a push-up is a great way to do that because you don't need any equipment and you just need open space and some hard work. Anyway, that's all I got for you for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. I got a lot more push-ups tutorials coming on different variations and different workouts and things that you can just do from home here, scaling it back into the fundamentals to get everyone started on their own fitness journey. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.